Child of grace, I am the angel of forgiveness, and I am drawn to you by the weight of the invisible chains you carry. They are the heavy, cold chains of past hurts, of simmering resentments, of bitter regrets, and of unspoken anger. These chains bind your beautiful, radiant spirit to a past that no longer exists, preventing you from soaring into the joyful future that awaits you. The world has taught you a great misunderstanding about forgiveness. It has led you to believe that forgiveness is a gift you bestow upon the person who wronged you, a declaration that what they did was acceptable. This misconception is the very lock on your cage. I am here to hand you the divine truth. Forgiveness has almost nothing to do with the other person. It is the most profound and radical act of self-love you can perform. It is the master key forged in the fires of your own courage and grace that you use to unlock your own chains and set yourself free. It does not erase the past or excuse the behavior. It is simply your soul rising up and declaring with absolute authority, I will no longer allow what happened back then to poison my peace right now. I choose freedom. To take the first courageous step, declare your intention in the comments. I choose freedom for myself. Before a wound can be truly healed, it must be acknowledged with honesty and compassion. The spiritual practice of bypassing, of pretending you are not hurt when you are, of prematurely declaring all is forgiven when your heart is still raging, does not lead to healing. It simply buries the infection deeper. I invite you now into a moment of courageous and compassionate self-honesty. Bring to mind the situation or person that is the source of your pain. Allow yourself in this safe, sacred space with me to acknowledge the full spectrum of your feelings without judgment. Acknowledge the anger. Acknowledge the deep sadness. Acknowledge the feeling of injustice. Say to your own heart, yes, this happened. This was not okay. This hurt me deeply, and I honor the part of me that is still in pain. By validating your own emotional experience, you give the wounded part of you the empathy it has been craving. You stop fighting with reality. This honest acknowledgement is not about dwelling in victimhood. It is the essential first step of cleaning a wound before the healing balm of forgiveness can be applied. Subscribe to this channel for guided practices on how to safely acknowledge and process difficult emotions without getting stuck in them. Holding on to anger and resentment toward another person is a profound energetic entanglement. Imagine a thick, dark, heavy cord extending from your solar plexus to the person who hurt you. Through this cord, you are constantly leaking your precious life force energy to them and to the past event. You keep them alive and powerful in your psychic space. Every time you mentally replay the argument or dwell on the injustice, you are sending another jolt of your energy down that cord, strengthening the connection. Forgiveness is the act of severing this cord to reclaim your power. I want you to visualize this now. See that dark, draining cord. Then call upon Archangel Michael, the great protector and cord cutter. See him appear beside you with his magnificent sword of brilliant blue light. With your permission, see him lift his sword and, in one swift, clean motion, sever that cord completely. Watch as the end attached to you retracts back into your body, bringing your energy and power back home to you. See the other end wither into dust. With this act, you are not condoning their behavior. You are simply declaring, you no longer have access to my energy. My power is my own. If you are ready to reclaim your power, share this video with someone you know who is struggling to let go of a past hurt. For many compassionate souls like you, the most difficult person to forgive is not another, but the one who looks back at you from the mirror. You hold yourself prisoner for your past mistakes, for the times you didn't know better, for the red flags you ignored, for the words you wish you could take back. You judge the you of the past with the wisdom and perspective you have today, which is a fundamentally unfair trial. I invite you to see that past version of yourself through my eyes, with eyes of infinite, unconditional love. That person was doing the absolute best they could with the level of awareness, the emotional tools, and the life experience they possessed at that time. Their mistakes were not character flaws, they were essential lessons on the curriculum of your soul's evolution. They had to make those mistakes so that you could become the wiser, stronger, more compassionate person you are today. Place a hand on your heart, bring that past self to mind and whisper, "I forgive you. You were learning. Thank you for the lessons. I release you from my judgment." This act of self-grace is the key to profound inner peace. What is one small thing you can choose to forgive yourself for right now? Make a commitment to self-grace in the comments. As long as you continue to tell the story of your past, with you in the role of the victim, you give the past dominion over your present and future. The story might be, "My life was ruined when they left me," or "I've never been the same since that betrayal." Forgiveness is the divine pen that allows you to rewrite your own story, to recast yourself as the hero, the survivor, the victor. The event itself does not change, but the meaning you assign to it transforms completely. The new story might be, "That painful breakup was a sacred catalyst that taught me self-love and independence." Or, "That betrayal was a powerful lesson in discernment that made me wiser and stronger." This is not about denying your pain. It is about honoring your resilience. It is about focusing on what you gained from the experience, not just what you lost. You are the author of your life's narrative. By consciously choosing to tell a story of empowerment, you transform your deepest wounds into your most powerful credentials. How did a past challenge ultimately make you stronger or wiser? Share your story of victory in the comments to empower others. Forgiveness is not a one-time event where you flip a switch and are instantly free forever. It is a daily practice, a conscious choice you make again and again. There will be days when a memory is triggered and the old feelings of anger or sadness surface. This is not a sign that you have failed at forgiveness. It is simply an opportunity to practice again. When the old feeling arises, you can greet it with compassion and say, "There is that old sadness. I remember this feeling, but I choose peace today. I have already forgiven this." Think of it like weeding a garden. You may do a thorough job one day, but a few days later, a new weed might pop up. You don't get angry and declare your gardening a failure. You simply, patiently pull the new weed. Each time you choose not to engage with the old story, not to water the seeds of resentment, you weaken their roots and strengthen your resolve for peace. It is a moment-by-moment commitment to your own freedom. Click the notification bell for our daily forgiveness prompts, helping you stay committed to this liberating practice. Holding on to unforgiveness is not just an emotional burden. It is a profound physiological stressor. The constant low-grade state of anger and resentment floods your body with stress hormones like cortisol and adrenaline. This can lead to a host of physical ailments, including high blood pressure, a weakened immune system, digestive issues, and chronic fatigue. When you truly commit to the path of forgiveness, the healing is holistic. As you release the emotional toxicity, your body begins to exhale on a cellular level. Your nervous system can finally shift from the fight or flight mode to the rest and digest mode. You may find that you sleep more deeply, that chronic pains begin to ease, and that you have more energy. Emotionally, you will feel a lightness of being that may have been absent for years. You will find your heart is more open, your laughter comes more easily, and your capacity for joy is dramatically expanded. Forgiveness is the ultimate detoxification for the body, mind, and soul. If this message resonated with your journey, don't let it stop here. Share it with someone who might be carrying the weight of unforgiveness. And to affirm your healing, comment, "I choose to forgive," and let this energy ripple outward. Every shared word becomes a seed of healing in someone else's life. My beloved child of grace, imagine for a moment that you have been carrying a heavy backpack filled with stones for years. You have grown so accustomed to its weight that you have forgotten what it feels like to walk without it. Forgiveness is the act of finally unbuckling the straps and letting that backpack fall to the ground. In that moment, you feel an astonishing lightness. You can stand up straighter, breathe more deeply, and run freely for the first time in years. This is the life that awaits you. A life unchained from the ghosts of the past. A life where your heart is open and available to the love and joy that is trying to find you right now. This is not a distant dream. It is a choice that is available to you in this very moment. You are worthy of this peace. You are deserving of this freedom. Take the key I have offered you. Unlock the chains, put down the backpack, step out of the shadows of yesterday and into the warm, brilliant sunlight of your forgiven, liberated, and magnificent spirit. To seal your commitment to a life of freedom, comment with this final, powerful affirmation. My spirit is unchained. I walk in the light.